Hey everybody, we are Dicey Decisions, and we are here with our Twist of Fate campaign.
Good lord, that was loud.
That was so loud. I gotta turn Scott down. That was nuts.
Was it very loud for me?
Ah,
I'm sorry, I'll talk soft.
no.
It was a little explosive, but that's okay.
All right,
You
well,
know
we
what?
are
You're
here.
just excited.
I am very excited for tonight, actually. um, it is our Twist of Fate campaign, playing through Turn of Fortune's Wheel from Planescape, with some Book of Many Things content mixed into where we are now, Vecna, Eve of Ruin, taking this campaign where we started at level 3 all the way to level 20. Super exciting. A few quick announcements. We have our Monday night campaign, which is our Zeros to Heroes campaign run by Jack. So check that out Monday night here on Twitch. And we also have, also run by Jack, coming up a one shot in a Daggerheart one shot set, kind of a interesting concept Jack has come up with, a connected storyline of different one shots that are very different in tone and theme. So it'll be interesting to watch those unfold and see how those play out. And that first one is going to be on November 23rd. So we'll be streaming that here on our channel as well. Anybody else have any other announcements?
Coming up for the holidays, I will be running, if not one, possibly two holiday-themed fiascos, which you can go back and watch our first fiasco. It was a good time. This time, we're going to be visiting the retail wonderland of Poppleton Mall during Christmas time, where there's a Santa workshop and all sorts of shenanigans go on. It sounds innocent, but I've looked at the cards and it's not.
So I have a quick question. Do we get to play like mall employees?
Oh, there's mall employees, there's Santa's elves, there's people visiting.
Yes.
There's locations like a diamond store, a Radio Shack, Santa's throne. It's, a pound of Coke.
Is there
That's
a
gotta be.
Spencer's?
I mean, we can make a Spencer's.
There has to be a Spencer's. There has to be a Spencer's.
Or a Hot Topic?
But right now, I've got myself and 3 other players for our first one. We can probably get a 5th, and we'll nail that down, and I'm more than happy to run it again. And hey, if you want to join us, hit up our Discord. There's a Fiasco channel. You can look for me and say, hey, I want to join a Fiasco, and I'll be like, why? And then you will.
That's the wonderful thing about our one shots is we're opening up all of our one shots to our entire Discord community. So if you're watching this and you like what you see here with our game style and whatnot, come join us on the Discord and come stream with us. If you've never streamed before, it gives you a chance to try it. If you're a longtime streamer from another channel, but just want to meet new people and play with new people, kind of grow our network of gamers together, come join us as well. So that's what we're doing with our one-shot series. So super excited for those 3 potential one-shots coming up. All right. So I guess that brings us back to where we left off. Last episode, after having retrieved the 4th part of the Rod of 7 Parts, the heroes sought out their exit strategy for Barovia, as well as trying to retrieve a mind-addled Mordenkainen who was stuck in Barovia, and possibly also confront the creator of the curse that afflicts Lorelei in Baba Yaga. Things did not go as planned for anybody else, except for one of us, as Kalen took matters into his own hands and attempted to free Lorelei of the curse of Baba Yaga by trying to take on Baba Yaga and a coven of witches by his lonesome. Things did not go as he planned after that moment.
I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids.
However, Mordenkainen was released, deals were cut, and Strahd granted permission for the heroes to leave Barovia, but not before he put certain questions in their mind about what is exactly happening with this rod and with Vecna's attempts to take over the multiverse.
And
as you all,
let's not forget Vora almost being squashed by a house and a rock.
yes, that did happen. So you all have made your way back to the portal and step through into the living room at the sanctum in Sigil. And that's where we pick up as you all have stepped through the portal. Without Sean and Corin here tonight, I will be RPing Asol and Quinn.
Kalen just immediately storms through the living room and walks straight through the kitchen and goes to a supply closet and just hides.
Vora
All right.
is going to storm after Kalen and see the closet that he has opened, and I'm going to fling the closet open and go, "What the actual fuck was that? What's wrong with you?"
A lot. Leave me alone.
Well, there's a lot wrong with me right now, too. No thanks to you.
You'll heal.
And she's just going to slam the door shut and walk away.
Well, that was rather colorful.
She'll...
Guys, shouldn't we find the wizards? We had a lot to ask them, I think.
Yes, probably.
Or should we deal with this first?
Well, I have.
And
a
he kind of,
decision.
Quinn kind of sheepishly looks over his shoulder at Lorelai.
I feel.
It's probably a two-parter. I feel like maybe
Yeah.
talking to the wizards is also maybe have something to do with a little bit of this.
Perhaps,
Yeah, I guess, but do you think? Well, which should come first? I'm kind of.
but perhaps this, I think, maybe should come first. I would prefer if we were able to consult the Wizards 3 as a unit rather than whatever this is.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I mean, listen. I'm currently looking at two very capable individuals who are very close to the two upset people right now, and I mean, I can go talk to either of them, but I feel as though you two may be better sorted for the ordeal.
I will have overheard that. I'm fine. I'm fine.
A soul will walk up to Vora and use another spell slot to give you some healing.
Thank you.
I have nothing to say to him right at this very moment.
Are you sure?
I think
I mean,
I'm-
there's probably a lot of things that I could say, but wanting
Nothing.
to speak to him at this very moment isn't exactly probably not super safe, honestly, for anybody.
Would you mind? I suppose it's not really a question for anybody, but given your blessing, I might go speak with him.
I mean, he owes
Not him.
He owes everyone an explanation and a discussion, and then he and I can hash out our problems separately. But I think
Valid.
he owes everyone an apology.
Well, I've been shot down So,
Oh,
actually,
I don't think he gets
I
a
was about to
say in
say,
this
I don't
one.
think I give a fuck right now. Gil is gonna walk into the kitchen and swing open the closet. Hi. Nothing to say.
I have lots to say, but none of you want to hear it.
Actually, Gil will take out his book, he'll take his staff, he'll set them down on the kitchen table, and then he's gonna step into the closet and close it. And he's going to squat down and he's going to say, I would really like to hear everything if I could. Because to be informed is to have every perspective, Caitlin.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but if I tell you, I'm gonna have to tell everyone, and you're all gonna just bully me into standing in the middle of the room and bleeding my heart out about this random bullshit that you seem to think is a problem.
Well, first things first. I'm going to do something. Give me just one moment. I will cast the spell. I will cast the dome with just you and I in it. Make it to where no sound can get through. And I will say, Kaylin, I'm very good, for the most part, about keeping secrets, although secrets are typically something we've agreed should be not kept at the moment. However, you are evidently in duress to the point where it is affecting others, not mentally, not physically, but
Physically.
hold on, he's getting there. To the point of death. It would be one thing if we were tripping or getting upset, but it's another thing to be killed outright through another's actions, and I just want to know what the thought process is. I know you're capable, and I know you're clever, and I know you can handle yourself. But up until at least somewhat recently, I haven't noticed you acting in such a way that would put others in danger. Even though it may seem like you're throwing yourself to the flame, your actions recently have been burning your friends in the ash, and I just am wondering why. Why the
Well,
change?
maybe if you all stayed put and let me do my thing, nobody would get hurt. I would have killed Strahd. I would have killed Baba Yaga. I will burn down this entire multiverse if it means keeping you all safe. So you all need to get out of my way when things hit the fan. I know you're a capable wizard. You're probably the strongest, smartest wizard I've ever met. And I love you as a brother. But there's more going on than you could understand, as smart as you are. There are energies, there are spiritual enlightenments that. You know what? Fuck it. Let's have a powwow. Let's go. Let's
And
head to the.
No sound coming out of this, by the way, just like
yeah,
muffled from within inside.
on the outside, a soul goes, "It's gotten quite quiet in there. Do you think they're okay?"
Kaylin, if it's what you want to do, you can walk right out there and spill your guts. I won't stop you. If anything, I would encourage it if you wanted to speak with everyone. But I'm giving you an opportunity now to speak to me privately, in a secret that I will keep, if that
No,
is your wish.
this doesn't need to be a secret. This needs to be. If you're all going to interfere with what I'm doing, you all need to know why.
What are you doing, Caitlin? Aside from keeping us safe, I should say.
I'm trying to be a hero. And I'll
Well,
stand up and I'll walk out of the little broom closet, walk through the kitchen, stick my Feywild knife into an apple, pick it up, take a bite, and say, "Go to the living room if you want an explanation."
I will step out of my own bubble next to Asol as it dissipates from me leaving it. And I will say, well, a little better than expected. And walk into the living room.
I thought you killed each other.
No.
Not yet.
Well, I grab my staff on the way out.
Vora has been sitting in the little window nook in the kitchen where she was the last time we were there, and kind of in the shadows, and will get up and follow. But she's going to walk into the living room and immediately go to Cal and just stand close.
I'll reach over and hold your hand.
If we're gonna do this, please, everyone sit.
Soul comes in and finds a seat against the wall.
I
Quinn-
sit side
Quinn-
saddle on the broom.
Quinn waits for Lorelei.
Yeah, Lorelei will find a spot for her and Quinn.
So Kalen starts pacing the center of the living room in just a back and forth, his eyes closed, his hands folded behind his back. The silent tension as you all watch, just waiting for this volcano to erupt. I'm going to speak, and I would appreciate no interruptions, as I need to get this off my chest, and it's something you need to hear. We can pause for questions and or applause later. But you don't understand. None of you understand. I feel so empty, so hopeless, alone, even around all of you. I don't belong. We aren't right. I died. Not like Quinn died where time got reversed. I died. And then there was another me. And that one was different from that too. And every one of us was different. Calistric, you were this amazing warrior with a giant hammer. Vora, you were this passionate human priestess of the god of storms. Asol, you weren't dead. Quinn, Quinn, you're the same. And Gil, you were an elf. We woke up in a mortuary and we were all different. We are wrong. Lorelei, I saw you. You were this beautiful, passionate lover of dance. You danced to the tune of the universe, to your heart. You all talk of this hero that saved you, that let you go through this portal and left him behind as he protected you all. I can't be that. I can't, because I don't belong. What if that Kalen was the one that was meant to be happy? What if that one had a wife and kids? What if the other one who danced and made jokes, maybe that's who I'm supposed to be? I don't know who I'm supposed to be anymore. And it's a lot. So yes, I sought out power. I sought out purpose. And you know what that brought me? That brought me right here, ready to sacrifice everything for the 6 of you. Do you know why? Because you're all going to be legends. You're going to be remembered as the ones who stopped the Whispered One. You're going to be the heroes. And me, I'm going to be a fucking whisper on the wind in the Feywild. Because one of us is likely going to die facing gods, and I don't want to live in a world where none of you exist. I already don't exist. I don't want to exist. I'm tired. I'm empty. And all I do is follow along, make trouble, and throw a few knives. You shape realities, Gil. You're a brilliant inventor, Vora. Cal, you're the most impressive, deepest person I've ever met. And Vora, I am truly sorry. You all were meant to be gone when I attacked her. I wanted that house to go. I wanted you all to escape Barovia. Because, you know, you need 7 people for the Rod of 7 Parts. Well, you had a replacement. Mordenkainen. He was with you. You don't need the stupid bunny and his stupid ears and his obsession with fixing everything because he doesn't belong. I'm sorry if you can't handle that, but that's who I am. And he just sits Indian style, or I'm sorry, crisscross applesauce, in the center of the room and starts putting daggers down on the floor. Unloading daggers, just, he has 15 on him. And the last one he pulls down is the dagger of venom Laura gave me, and he sticks it into the floor while the other ones are just laying there.
Lorelei'll get up off the couch and go and sit in front of Kalen and just like grab his face between her hands. Nobody's asking this of you. I have never felt a longing for any of the other yous. You're the person that means the most to me. I don't need you to be a hero for me. They don't need you to be a hero for them. We just need you to be here. I don't need you. I've already said this to you. I don't need a savior. I just need a partner.
I wasn't doing it for you. I was doing it for me selfishly. And you've made it clear that I've crossed a line, so...
Because what you're doing is putting everyone in danger.
Then stop following me.
That's not going to happen. Because every single person here cares about you and loves you. We're not going to let you go off and do whatever it is that you think you have to do. Because you can't do it by yourself. Even if you think you can't do it by yourself. And it is so sad to me to hear the things that you have been keeping to yourself. And I feel horrible that it's something that I've not picked up on. But what you're doing is going to get you killed. And none of us want that. And it's not fair to us either to put yourself in harm's way for us in general. You know, taking on Strahd or taking on Baba Yaga. Those aren't your battles to fight. Especially not alone. The only way we're going to get through any of this, through saving the universes together. He's not a good replacement, Mordenkainen. He's just some bald dude who couldn't even do a wish spell correctly. Like, there's no replacement for you.
There's at least
and I wish
3
you
that
could
I've
see.
seen.
But you're different. All of those people are different. Just because they're an essence of you doesn't mean that you're any less important than any of them.
Gil, you had a question?
I did. I wanted to know whether or not, and this is not a hypothetical or a trap question of any kind, of whether or not you believed in the fates, or if you believed that everything is random.
Neither.
An unexpected third choice, but it leads into my point nonetheless. Think of it this way. If you believed in fate, then it's easy. You're here for a reason with the rest of us. And if you had believed in nothing, in chaos, then it doesn't matter why you're here with us, just that we want you here and that you are a part of our family that we have been making and been a part of for a long time. But that third part that you mentioned, that neither, is something incredibly special that only people like us, people like you, can make. Only something that us coming together and weaving this tapestry can produce. All of us, through our own record, through our own worlds, eventually, despite who we once were, or who we collectively all once were, ended up as who we are now, and ended up in this group we're in. You spoke of not being the Kalen that guarded our exit before. This is true. You are you. That was whoever that was. But at the same time, that Kalen didn't protect me. I wasn't there by that hypothesis.
But who were we when we met with Ottlewin the first time? Were we
I
us?
have no idea.
I think
That's-
I can shed some light on this. I have died twice. I have died twice before I even met any of you. And I was reborn through the Luxon, and I am who I am now. And my past lives that are just a fragment of my memory are a part of me. And they come together to create who I am now. To say they're not a part of me is to completely dismiss their existence, and that serves no purpose. Who you were was you, and then you were again and again, and all of those yous make the you are now. That's the belief of my people. And while we may not be in the presence of a beacon, I can't imagine that it's any different. Don't dismiss your past selves. They shape your current self, and you will shape your future self. And she's just gonna kind of sit back down.
But that's just it. It's not a past self. It's another self. They live concurrently. There's potentially endless numbers of each of us. How do I know I'm the right one? How do I know I'm supposed to be the one holding a piece of the Rod of Seven Parts?
Because
Because the one that died, he was the heroic one.
Kalen, my friend. You have not changed in our eyes other than your appearance. Kalen, be here now. Be here now. That is all I have to say.
Am?
That was actually very well put.
Yeah,
What he
he's
means
kind of got a
is-
point. I don't know why we were chosen. It's fucked up, and I hate it. But at the same time, we're here, and we're here now. And he kind of pats Calistrick on the shoulder. And we're
It's
gonna
impressive
be.
considering he's 2 feet tall.
He
Well, I
jumps up.
imagine Calistrick was sitting down and Quinn was standing.
Boing.
And the soul goes, I won't let you throw your life away. I'll bring you back. He just kind of jerks his head like,
Well, that's
Take that,
incredibly
bitch.
disrespectful.
So
we
is
need you. This isn't over. We have 4 parts of the rod. Vecna is gaining power. He attacked Sigil. Things are changing. Things are moving. We stepped into a plane of water and ended up in Barovia. We need you.
I can't say I agree, but I also don't disagree. It's a tightrope act. And in this circus, I'm the fool.
No, my friend, you do not understand. This is not a tightrope act. This. I look at Vora. Vora, is it. Are we in good company to speak spiritually? Or should I keep my mouth shut as usual?
say what you will.
Think of this, my friends, as a song. Everything and everyone who has ever lived or ever will is part of it. And one day it will all end. I am not special. No one is special. The only thing to do is to be here. Experience. What is past? It's past. You can try to change it. But you have seen what the dragon scales do. They do not change much, and they are very chaotic. It is difficult to explain if you refuse to meditate like you always have, but I don't hold it against you. I just... I feel I am making things more confusing. We're...
Now, do you know why I refuse to meditate?
I do not. Because you...
What is meditation? It's looking inside. I don't want to be there.
It is not looking inside. It is becoming.
Well, I am becoming an asshole. And you all can already see that.
No,
I
you
would-
are not becoming anything. You are acting. But who you are is the same that you have been since the first day I've met you. You are Kalen. Be here.
You know, the world needs assholes.
If not,
Otherwise, what are you gonna
all
do
the
with
poop
all the
would-
shit?
mm,
Ah,
And also,
Basil should know.
I you
That reminds me, I'll be right back.
wait a minute.
you pointed out that we were other things before what we are now. And I don't mourn the loss of that. What makes and how do I know that the Vora you met after we got off that morgue table, how do I know that that Vora isn't dead? I don't. I have no idea. But the Vora that I am is alive and here now. You may not have witnessed the other Vora dying, living, who knows? But I believe that stream of consciousness can't be present simultaneously. And it's a mystery. We're never gonna know. And like Cal says, all we can do is be here now. This is our now. And we love you. We are not we without you. We're looking for a rod of 7 parts because we are 7 people. For whatever reason, they decided that we needed to be the ones. Here we are. It's not the rod of 6 parts. It's not the rod of 3 parts. It is the rod of 7 parts.
What did
And
Rome
I'm
say?
as broken as it is.
What did Rome say? They must be put together? Didn't he say that?
Right,
Yes,
Mhm.
to form the final.
it has to be 7. You have a purpose. You are integral to who we are. Without you, you must be here. And to
If
lose,
not this Kalen, then the next Kalen. It is all Kalen.
or the next Vora, maybe I will
Correct.
come back as a cat. But I'll still be Vora, and I will still like my mushrooms.
You gotta start asking people if you can put them in their
I
drinks, though.
said me, just me.
Well, good
I
talk.
appreciate
Anyone want to
I
go
appreciate
meditate? Oh, sorry.
introspection and the assessment. And I do apologize that I put you in danger specifically. However, this doesn't change that I won't run headlong into danger to keep you all safe.
We would do that for you.
Just know that we're gonna follow.
Just follow at a safe distance.
The safest distance
I
is when we're
cannot,
close
my
together.
The only distance I can follow from is this far.
The best point of view to take away from this, Kalen, is yes, you can rush headlong into danger and throw your life at whatever you wish to counter to protect us, but you should just keep a mental note that we will be 5 feet behind you. Pretty much guaranteed every single time.
Or beside you.
I'm slow. I can't be beside.
I can
not
become a
that fast.
moorbounder. I'll be right there with you.
Kalen,
I mean,
remember
what
when
are
we
you
were both
talking about,
inside
Gil? You
Monster?
have a broom.
Yeah, but
You're
everyone
not
runs
slow.
so fast.
You can ride on
Regardless,
me. I'll be a moorbounder. Gil, we'll race ahead.
I actually don't want to be next to anybody. I do like 30 feet back is usually where I'm at most of the time. So I'll be safe.
Thank you. And I'll start collecting my daggers. Close my eyes. Glimmerwick. Find her.
In your head, you hear. She and the other 2 are at the top of the stairs. I think they're eavesdropping.
Damn.
Do you like what you hear?
You hear some floorboards creaking, and then you hear footsteps on the stairs. And Tasha comes down first, and she says, "We were giving you privacy, but it was so compelling we had to listen."
You wizards are all so nosy.
That's how you stay alive.
What are you?
Says the wizard.
What?
Where were you?
I don't understand.
We had a deal.
And what was said deal? Say it.
You introduced me to a friend that would help me get that curse off of her, and that friend was nowhere to be found. They slapped me in interdimensional shackles and dragged me away before I could get the curse off, and you promised. She
What-
promised.
What did I promise? Say
The
it.
ability to stop her. To help me get the curse off. That's what we agreed on.
I have granted you that.
Then why didn't you help?
I couldn't find you. You were not anywhere in the plane of water.
Fucking Barovia. Now I understand. You couldn't see me. Why
No.
the fuck did we end up in Barovia?
Mordenkainen, who looks like he did in Barovia. He has not reverted back to his clean-cut self. He's still in his wild man phase. He says, "Well, I don't know, but I have a guess. I think the Whispered One put us there."
What were you doing?
That is a good question. You up and vanished a long time ago, and we found you there.
I had a theory.
Which was?
Which was
Perhaps knowing where the first 3 port pieces of the rod led to, I took a guess and thought the next one will be one of several places. So I started at the plane of water. I was going to see if I could scout out its location, maybe even retrieve it myself. Or, if I couldn't, I could at least be of assistance in your search when you got there, speed things along. I stepped through the portal into the plane of water, and all I saw was mist. And I came upon these gates. And as I crossed into the gates, I went insane. This was the Whispered One's doing.
Yeah, me too. No?
that doesn't
tried.
work.
No. It was a good pull.
I think my ire on Strahd and desire to kill him was forced on me by the Whispered One. He wanted Strahd dead.
Hmm.
And I was the instrument.
Well, it seems perhaps you were a little out of tune then. Didn't go very well.
Did you get a piece of the rod? Was it there, or is it still on the plane of water?
No, we got a piece. Said it showed up just shortly before we did.
which brings a whole assortment of different questions as to why that is to the table, but
Shrod also said something very interesting. That maybe the Whispered One is behind us doing this. So I ask you three, are you working for him?
They all look at each other.
I'm gonna
Have you
pre-roll
s-
insight real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's only a 12.
It's pretty straightforward that the looks they're giving each other are each of them are worrying about the other two being compromised.
We've given them a complex.
The three of them are Spider-Man pointing at each other right now.
one of you will betray me.
Because if we gather the Rod of Seven Parts, only to hand it over to the Whispered One, he just kind of wins, right?
I don't even know what the fucking rod does.
Yes, what does it do?
Well, we should have told you this by now.
Yes.
When pieced together, it forms the Rod of Law.
Whose law?
The wielders.
Oh.
I should not
And-
hold that.
Which one of us is intended to wield this rod of 7 parts?
Well, it depends on what we want to attempt to do with it once we have it. We three are in disagreement on how to use it.
Seeing as how we will be in possession of all the parts, I don't think you are a part of the we. And I'm gonna look at all of us. If we're out fetching this, I think we should have a say in who wields it.
That's very true. Like, I mean, one of you tried to go fetch a part, and old Baldy over there got his mind scrambled.
And one of you made a deal behind the rest of our backs with another one of our own and caused some sort of internal conflict.
If we're out
Yeah,
doing this work,
we're gonna have some conversations about that later.
I need Mordenkainen to make me a wisdom saving throw as I cast a spell.
Oh,
Oh shit!
He automatically fails. I use a reaction.
whoa.
It is the suggestion spell, and Kaylin says, I want you to only tell the truth for the next 24 hours. High five!
Okay, guys, I have to live with him and marry him in less than a week. Come on now.
Oh my gosh.
The look on Mordenkainen's face is a mixture of disbelief and complete and totally impressed.
That
by
was
that
the same
fact,
look
Ian.
on your face, Scott.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I was role playing, Jack.
When that spell
Were
goes
you
off,
though?
the vines wrap around Kalen's hands and weave in between his fingers, and his eyes kind of twinkle, and he looks directly at Tasha when he casts it.
Tasha actually leans over to Illustrial and goes, I did that. She's all super proud.
Lorelai whips the misshapen potato that she had as her tiny servant at Tasha.
Just for formality, I just look at Silverhand and go, you're on the list too.
We understand, Silverhand says. We understand your concerns. We understand your doubts. We are dealing with the Whispered One. I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to manipulate each and every one of us against each other. However, that lies the answer to a massive question. Do you know why it's the 7 of you?
I would very much
No.
like to know.
Has he manipulated any one of you in
Before you
any
get
way?
into that, Mordenkainen, were you going to bring us the rod piece that you were looking for?
Yes.
Okay, continue. Has he manipulated us?
If we were manipulated, would we know?
I mean,
He's touched us.
Has he, or have you touched him?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I just don't want to bring it there. It's really...
If you're asking,
No.
none of us have sought him out.
no, but we do
That we know
have
of.
a connection.
We had a grazing encounter, so to speak, that's left its mark.
But it wasn't
And we
one
can
that
feel
we
him.
sought out.
But that mark connected you to him, not him to you.
Okay.
As the theory goes.
He can't manipulate the 7 of you. That's my theory. Tasha's like, that is a theory, yes. He is nearly an all-powerful god. I don't know that, no offense to the 7 of you, that if he wanted to, he could manipulate you, I think.
Lorelai, can I do something stupid real fast?
Is it gonna get you or us killed?
He cast a spell at
Probably.
me. Mordenkainen says, he cast a spell at me and I haven't disintegrated him.
You wouldn't be able to.
I think we figured out how to deal with that one already.
I want to test Silverhand's theory.
Oh, no, I don't like that at all.
Oh no.
How
Oh,
so?
no.
God damn it,
I was
Quinn!
going to call him
I'm
out.
curious.
I was going
I'm
to call him
too.
out and tell him to manipulate one of us, take us over. And then we'd throw the interdimensional shackles on whoever that is.
Very interested in this plan, actually.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Everyone-
yes, I am.
Everyone's all of a sudden caught the stupid?
What were you doing in the closet?
Don't get it twisted. If this works, Kaylin might be onto something here. There is
Usually
a
am.
level. Well, there is a level, a level of connection that could be found and identified through perhaps a little bit of goading. We know that the Whispered One is prideful. It's all I'm saying is, as stupid as the idea is, every idea is worth some merit.
If this were the case, which one of us would we choose to be manipulated?
Not me.
I'll do it.
No, no, you said it was stupid.
It is. It is stupid, but
Then
I
why
trust that you idiots will fix the problem. It's your guys' idea. I'll scapegoat it, and then you fix the problem.
I
I
do not think
also-
you are the one. You're too smart.
I was about to say, in the best complimentary way, I don't think it should be you, because you're very powerful. And I'm not saying anyone here isn't very powerful. I'm just saying magic is very powerful.
As Vora's like picking all the dried blood off of her face. Fine, I'll do it.
You are also magic. Very, very magic.
There's only one person here not magic.
I
I was
know.
gonna say I don't want to get punched to death by Fisty over there.
These are
I
magical.
feel
No.
Cal is of a resistant enough mind, and he can't teleport, so it really works out, I think. But Cal is only your derivative. If this is something that you don't want to do, then the idea is gone.
Well, I
I
cannot
mean,
say.
I have to say, I'm curious about how this would go down, but I'm also kind of in Lorelai's camp that this feels dumb.
I agree. It's very dumb.
I do not understand it, and I would suggest you strap me down very tightly before we try.
There will be no
If we try-
strapping you down. We are not doing this. No.
I will
I
go
could
with
sit
that
on him.
decision.
Soul, stop it.
You might kill
Listen,
him. No offense. Sorry,
No.
that sounded insensitive.
I do not think you could hold me down just by sitting, but maybe you could.
You are
Okay,
very strong.
different plan. And I'll turn to look at the Wizards 3. From now on, you leave the pieces to us.
And stop making fucking deals.
Also, like, decisions,
Tasha.
you should really inform us. Like, don't go off on your own. This is not a lone wolf situation at all, which has now been proven thoroughly.
If you're sending us for the rod and the parts of the rod, then you stay put. Let us do our job.
Maybe the three of you should be working on what happens if we fail.
We have been.
Contingencies.
How could you have been working together? One of you was gone.
Well, before he went off and did that.
Control your people
Or-
better.
Well,
We can't even control our own people.
Shh.
and
Shh. Not helping.
to some
Shh.
to some degree, there's also the merit of the fact that you say you've been working on contingencies, yet last time, when we had made our way out of this plane, we had watched it flood with evil. So your contingencies seemingly don't work. Make better ones, please.
We are also up against the forces of the Whispered One. As are you.
I am open to criticism.
I'm
We should
just
all
saying.
be.
I'm just saying. There are pieces of this puzzle that move that none of us have even been made aware of yet.
Gil, where's the fourth piece? We don't know where we're going.
Right. Shoot. I mean, I assume Gil
Finn.
has it after last,
I think it was all put into the chest, that tiny
Mhm.
chest.
so he will Pokeball that out and produce the piece.
Puff, puff, pass.
It's not me. And it's not
It's
it's not
not-
Cal and it's not Vora.
As you pass it around, it lands in Quinn's lap, and I guess I'm going home.
Oh,
bring it-
I
Or
am
taking
sorry,
you
little
all
brother.
home with me.
I liked Kryn when we visited.
Yeah, it was kind of nice.
I've never been there.
This doesn't feel like it's a nice place we're going.
Oh,
Well, we're not going yet. There's other
No.
things to figure out.
of course.
But this gives Gil the chance to go figure out everything he can about Kryn. And you too, you can collaborate. I imagine
we-
Lorelai would want to too, but I also think that she's going to yell at me and hit me a lot.
When did I become abusive?
When I became stupid,
Maybe would it work? Do you think?
I mean, I kind of like the shackles.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm gonna get up
Later.
and start to walk out of the room.
Everybody just kind of find something else to look at. Tasha says, "You did ask about the rod, and we should tell them.
Yes, you should.
And Celestial shakes her head and she says, well,
I think
I
Mordenkainen
prefer to hear it
should
from
tell us.
Mordenkainen.
Yeah. Just putting that out there.
he says, I'd be happy to. It is Lady Illustrial's theory that the rod should be used to try to control Vecna, to impose the will of the wielder on him to stop him from affecting the multiverse as he intends. It is a sound theory. It is a powerful artifact. It can shape existences. It can entrap powerful beings, as it has in its past. Perhaps it can be used in that way against Vecna.
Might I ask a question?
Sure.
Thank you. Can you tell me who has wielded this rod in full in the past through the ages?
Only the creator.
Interesting. So,
It has been used once.
to make reality.
No. It was used to imprison a demon prince named Mishka, the wolf spider.
Why?
There was back in near the beginning of time, there was a war between primordial forces and the forces of law and good. During this war, the rod came into being as the beings of pure law, known as the Aqua, crafted this item. The demon prince Mishka was trying to unmake reality. Mishka is a being of pure chaos. In the moment of Mishka's imprisonment, the power wielded through the rod touching such a chaotic force shattered it and sent the pieces through the multiverse.
You're telling me that we are the first to start putting the rod back together in all of time?
No, but you're the first that have succeeded in getting 4 pieces.
That is incredible.
How interesting is it that those 4 pieces are all from places of each of our origination? Why is that?
Perhaps because you are chosen to put it back together.
I feel... No, I do not feel this, but I reason that we have been touched by the Creator.
Perhaps. Tasha kind of yawns and she goes, that may very well be, and who knows and who cares?
Who cares is correct.
I
We're
care.
still part of the tapestry.
Will trapping Vecna release the demon?
That is a good question. Who knows?
Well, if the user is one to shape the law of being, you could simply put him in a cell across the room.
Or even decide, put him in his place. He does maybe not have to be caged, but just set as equal or given a purpose. His purpose now is to destroy everything. Tell him what to do with the rod, and he will do it.
Mordenkainen says, I have told you Illustrial's theory on the use of the rod. Mine is to actually use the rod to free Mishka and have Mishka fight alongside us against Vecna.
If
What did you say, Lorelei? Someone caught this stupid?
Uh-huh.
That is the worst idea I have ever heard.
Yes, that is incredibly foolish.
why? What
Yeah,
makes
aren't
you think he
supposed
would
to be
help?
so smart?
Right.
Asha, Illustrial, has he ever told you that theory?
Yes.
Okay.
And you didn't like slap him immediately when he brought that up?
Well, his theory is kind of sound in that what we know of Mishka is Mishka would not allow themselves to be subservient to anyone, and therefore would not want the Whispered One to succeed.
So we would be
So
trading
you
one for
think
another.
Yeah, you think solving the problem is to make a bigger problem.
But then we would have the rod and we'd be able to imprison him again.
What if it's a one or the other thing? Like, what if it gets full? So you either imprison Vecna or you imprison that guy.
And what if, who's to say that if they are released, what if Vecna dominates Mishka or the other dominates the other? Who's to say one isn't more powerful than the other? This could become a two-headed snake of our own creation.
Alan, I
It could
see
also
you
just
smiling.
be besties.
Exactly what I was thinking. I see you smiling. Kalen, what is in your mind?
Yeah, I think we ex-nay that plan.
Morty, that is a terrible idea. I thought you were intelligent.
I
Someone told me
understand.
you are not, but are you still crazy?
The two birds, one stone mentality is a good one to have sometimes, but when it comes to gods capable of disrupting the fabric of reality, perhaps not.
I hate this. Justin has really good questions, but Kalen is dumb.
What is the third idea?
Asha just looks at you and she says, we destroy the rod.
For what purpose?
It is too big of a risk. We're going to put together a rod that can shape the universe, and we're going to take it to go fight the guy that's trying to reshape the universe.
That makes more sense than anything anybody has said so far.
Thank you.
Weirdly enough, yes.
Do
So we should
hate
just
to agree.
stop?
No, because that still leaves the parts out there.
Well, unless by
Delaying the
destroy-
problem for the future.
Unless by destroy you mean completely destroy, not just break.
Well, I don't know if it can be destroyed. I haven't had any chances to experiment on it. If you want to hand over one of the pieces, I will begin that experimentation. But obviously, my two compatriots here wouldn't want me to do that, because if I was successful, then they couldn't do their plan.
Yes, all you need to break is one, and the whole rod is useless. Or can
Now-
it be used in pieces like we have? Could we join the four and make it something?
The lesser rod?
Back in the circus, we had a kind of arena where we'd pit dangerous animals against each other. What if we use the rod to make a big dome, and we let Mishka and Vecna fight it out, and then we imprison whichever one is alive?
Vora's gonna look toward Gil, just thinking to herself, making a big dome. That's where.
It could be done. It's not impossible.
Lorelai just flops onto her back. God, I'm in love with an idiot.
You're in love,
No-
Lorelai. That is wonderful to know. Congratulations.
No takebacks.
We'll still have words.
I think as we come to understand this rod further and understand the threat we face further, a decision can be decided. But for the time, we simply don't know enough. With enough research and with more pieces gathered, we will have a bigger picture of what we and it are capable of and the force we are up against. I think to make a decision as early as now, all of us know that we would probably change our mind or be unset on it. So perhaps let us split, conduct our research, educate ourselves on the possibilities of tomorrow, and come to a decision when we have everything in front of us.
I have ideas too. I think, yes, we need time.
I have a question, says Tasha.
What?
Who has had these pieces?
We have each held one, and to see.
No, who had them?
Well,
Had them as when we recovered them, or had them as in carried them around with us?
When you
Yes, where did we find them?
Who did you take them from?
various individuals of power.
There was one that was a captain that had an evil eye.
A what?
Well, he was guarding
An
the exit.
evil eye!
What did it look like?
An eye.
It was a
It was his
left eye, and it was creepy, and it disintegrated him.
I got better.
It's true.
And then
Welcome.
she sent everybody up into the air, and we pushed them all off a cliff. It was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, we did not retrieve the eye.
But maybe we're
you-
racing the Whispered One's minions for these pieces?
Did it look like this? And she gestures and incants.
Yes.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
And you let it get away.
Let is a strong word.
There were cliffs, and there were vortexes and portals, and someone melted, and
It was little brother's fault. He sent him far, far away.
Also, nobody told us to be looking for an eyeball.
That's true. If you wanted an eyeball, you really should have told us you were looking for an eyeball.
I can get you an eyeball.
I even have one, and she's gonna pull out Ursat's eye.
I mean, to be fair, if this is really a problem, theoretically, the one who has it might still be alive and could be contacted. So it's not like gone. It's just kind of gone.
That one
He's
was in
Indigo world.
Cal's homeworld.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not anymore, though.
Not anymore.
And then
The one on
the
my
other
world
piece.
was in the followers of Lolth.
Our
Another
most
god.
recent run-in.
Your most recent one was where?
Barovia.
You know, technically, we didn't take it from the guy with the eyeball.
No, we
It was
No.
the brain of a big
Yes.
robot.
It was
Construct,
in
yes.
a construct, a giant mechanism.
And
And the creature was dead. It had been in there for quite some time.
another piece we got from the helm of a ship.
A soul
Yes.
says, it was in the dying corpse of my patron, the Lady of Pain, adrift in the astral sea. Was where we found it, but it was part of a ship that was using it to power its ability. So on Bellastrix world, you didn't take the rod piece from the person who had the eye, but the person who had the eye was trying to stop you.
He
Uh-huh.
wanted it for
Yes.
himself.
And person's a loose term. He was also a robot.
Well, they are people. Robots are people too.
I mean, you can believe that.
They are living creatures in my world. You can believe whatever you wish.
I want a robot.
They are not for sale. That is called slavery.
I can make you one,
Wait a
but you don't
minute.
deserve one.
You met Rosie. You met Rosie, the one who was my my blacksmith.
I mean, I met a lot of them, but
Certainly. They are alive. They have consciousness and they have souls. They are part of the giant weave of existence.
anyway, you were saying?
I just wonder, could those of you who are likely headed to your homeworlds, do you know who might have them in your worlds based on who has had them in these others? Is there some thread? Is there some way to learn? I'm looking for any advantage we can find.
Well,
I didn't even get to go to my home world.
I was about to
True.
say a wrench in that plan.
That is very sad.
That is also very interesting because I'm guessing it was there and somehow was moved. I fear, and this is Morning Kingdom talking, I fear that the Whispered One's powers are starting to reshape the multiverse around us as we speak, little by little.
He's telling the
First-
truth, Galen.
First, there was the attack here in Sigil. Then, taking over the location of the fourth piece and sending it to Barovia, and thus sending all of you there.
But not purposely, almost accidentally.
Or
If it were by purpose, he is trying to collect them and sending us to do it.
it, at least to me, seems as though it is one of two things. One, it is a conniving plot that we are all playing directly into, and let's hope it's not that one. Or two, through our connection to the Whispered One, we are somehow a subtle influence on this scheme, and our homes or our connections seem to have some kind of impact on where these items are ending up. It could be that, yes, we are all somehow coincidentally from where the rod pieces are from, or connected to something connected to those rod pieces, or through our connection, those rod pieces are now appearing before us through an individual capable, subconsciously or consciously, of changing the universe around them.
I have a question for all of you wizards around me, you arcane magic users, all of you, is there a way to determine if this creator, this Aqua, is, did I say the name correctly? Aqua is back in action, pulling strings or manifesting itself? Is there a way to know this?
Research would have to be done.
Asol might have a... maybe. Okay, research it is. I will even help, though I cannot read very well, unless it's poetic.
Just as worthy. Well, a lot of questions. I think we should go find some answers.
The pieces of the rod seem to be either being drawn to or connected to or dangled in front of some very powerful entities. Strad von Zarovich, Lolth, the Lady of Pain. It worries me that these tasks in front of you will get harder.
As if it is seeking the attention of all the most powerful creatures of ill intent? Is that what you mean?
Well, the Lady of Pain's not necessarily ill intent.
Ah,
Neutral intent.
she wants
I
to kill
suppose.
Asol, so...
I don't think she wants
He
to kill
worships.
Asol. She just wants him to stop kissing her feet.
Asol says, it's a complicated relationship.
I get it.
Tasha says, there is a lot to think about. I have to say, it did surprise me that it took you all so long to worry that we were being manipulated and controlled. Because I've been worried about that for everybody involved in this from the beginning. However, I do sense that you are all free and clear of the Whispered One's influence. Obviously, she kind of gestures to Mordenkainen and how he looks right now. She says, we are not immune. Perhaps you should be telling us what to do next.
Get a haircut.
Stop going off
Mordenkainen
these-
says, it's on the list.
I will happily do it for you. I am very good at the bald look.
Stop going off by yourself. Like I told that one. We got to do this all together. It's not one person's burden to fix this.
Maybe you
I
should be
would like-
gathering supplies.
What do you need?
Ooh, a 400 gold piece lockbox would be really sick right now.
We're
Tuning forks.
I would like a tuning
You
fork
cannot-
as well.
presumably we're gonna be going to fight a god. So, if you have any god-slaying weapons around, that would be great.
Load us up. I look around. Now I'm not going to make assumptions, but you seem, all three of you, a wealthy and collected sort. I've seen, and I'm not going to get nosy here, I've seen your treasure room. There are some very helpful items in there that we could be using to speed this process up and not get ourselves killed.
If we're trying to
Also,
do
could you
this
find
thing,
his hand?
And his eye. We did lose that one.
didn't we get a sword?
No.
Quinn just like shrinks when you say that. What sword?
It was just pretty decorative one. I thought it was nice.
It just cut off Vecna's hand and eye.
I'm sorry, say that again.
It was pretty and nice.
Uh-huh. Is the
It
sword
sparkles
you're
in the
speaking of-
sunlight.
Is the sword you're speaking of the one that did what you just said? Cut off Vecna's hand and eye?
Yes.
That
I
is
wasn't
what he
there.
said. But who knows?
I was presently jumping out a window in shackles and running for my life.
I
Um,
don't remember much.
This sword, where is it?
If you come meditate with me,
What do you
then
need
perhaps
it for?
Where is this sword?
What do you need it for?
You seem mighty interested in this sword.
which one's talking, Scott?
This is Illustrial right now.
Okay.
Where is the sword?
It is
I'm not
well
asking for you to give it
protected.
to me. I'm asking, where is it?
it's in a bag of
Well
holding.
protected.
Yeah.
That is good. That is good. If this is the sword, how did you get it? In Barovia.
With this,
Like we said, it was a bright, sunny day. Inside.
I wasn't there, but allegedly they killed the owner of the sword.
We beat the shit out of a really strong vampire.
and reduce
Listen,
him
we
to
have no
ashes.
reason to hide
Tasha
this.
Tasha about faints.
Oh,
Collapses down onto a couch.
Is that your boyfriend?
Sorry.
I didn't mean to ruin him. I was hoping to only harm him, and knock him unconscious. But he was in the pure sunlight, and there was nothing I could do. I'm sorry.
The power of
It was
two
not your
suns.
fault.
You killed Cass the Betrayer.
He didn't
Well,
give us
he
much of
called
a
himself.
choice.
He looked like a woman, and then turned into a man, and he tried to stab us in the back. So what?
You also
what
didn't
we...
know he was the betrayer.
Yeah, you know. To us, he was just some really, 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 really strong vampire who jumped us in the middle of a mansion.
Oops.
So-
And honestly, he was kind of useless in every other combat that we had with him.
Kind of a weenie.
I knew it was Cass.
You knew the whole time?
No, just right before the fight started. I'm the one
Oh,
that
well.
said, "Hey, Cass," and
Yeah.
then Cass said, dropped the illusion, and then we turned on two suns, and then I jumped out a window. And I think I don't get enough credit for jumping out the window.
You did
Yes,
take
you-
my
It was
little
smart.
box, and I appreciate that.
You are smarter than I am. I did not even know Cass existed, and you knew it right where he was.
Cass wanted the rod for himself.
And we said no.
The three wizards look at each other, and there is trepidation on all three of their faces, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh no.
They're gonna be like, you
They're
Well,
like,
idiots.
do.
they're like, oh fuck, these people are way stronger than we thought.
Or we did something really bad.
We'll take a quick break, refresh our drinks, use the restroom. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. Hey everybody, we're back. This is our Twist of Fate campaign. The heroes are sitting in the living room of the sanctum of Lady Illustrial Silverhand in the city of Sigil, and discussing why them, and having a conversation about how to best proceed forward with the growing threat of Vecna as he tries to reshape the multiverse. It has come to the attention of the Wizards 3 that the party is in possession of an artifact of sorts, claiming that they might have in a bag of holding somewhere on one of their persons.
We didn't even insinuate that it was on our persons. We just said it's in a bag of holding.
It's in a bag of holding, that's fair. The Sword of Cass.
They seem very appalled that we killed Cass.
Lady Illustrial says, and you could tell that she is fighting back a higher level of emotion as she speaks. She says, Cass earned his name as the betrayer because he betrayed the Whispered One. It was our hope to possibly bring Cass into the fold at some point.
Oopsie.
Okay, to be fair, he attacked us first.
And I feel like at some point we actively talked about being against the Whispered One with Cass in disguise, and they still assaulted us once we found out who they were. They had some strange plan that we were not privy to. You know, just because someone betrays a bad guy doesn't mean that they themselves are not a bad guy.
Oh, Cass is quite evil.
So then why would you want them in the fold?
Because they want nothing more than the destruction of Vecna.
You're also
Well-
talking about releasing a previously captured. God, you've got a lot of people you'd like to bring to your side. It doesn't make sense.
You really like throwing evil against evil and hoping that it sorts itself out.
It is the one advantage of going up against the forces of evil is oftentimes you can pit them against each other. And they can at least temporarily become your allies.
Until they are your enemies. And you've just traded one for the other. And then you run out of evil people to fight your evil people. Then what?
Well, if what you tell me is true, and that the 7 of you destroyed, 6 of you, because one of you jumped out a window, 6 of you destroyed Cass, I don't think we would have to worry about him being too powerful for us.
Well, there was also the mention of if we were able to do it, and without any major casualty or significant harm, of what help would they have truly been?
Maybe we're enough.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they have knowledge of the Whispered One's weaknesses. They did cut off his hand and take out his eye.
But we killed
Well,
him.
we have the thing that does that.
Yeah,
somewhere.
The cool thing that did it is still in,
a place.
the pool.
Quinn is trying to be even smaller than Quinn normally is in this
Listen,
moment.
This is, again, why I'm glad we're going forth with a tell us everything mentality, because if we had known that that was what you wanted, guess what we would have probably not done?
Well, if we had
Cass.
If we had known that Cass was on the plane of water, oh wait, you didn't go to the plane of water.
Not
we
our
don't know
fault.
everything.
Choice.
Not
Don't
our
make
fault.
don't
plans
assume
do you
that we
have?
know everything.
Why
Well,
are we
we
yelling
Clearly
at
had
each other?
plans. You clearly had
You-
plans.
Exactly. You had plans. Make us privy to all of them. If we had been in from the beginning, we would have known what to do no matter the circumstance, Plane of Water or Barovia. It wouldn't have mattered if you had simply told us. So I ask this now. What else do you have planned that you're going to get upset at us when we don't read your mind and do the opposite? Who else do you want us to look out for? What object do you not want us to cast away?
Well,
You said there was a hand?
You've already let the eye go. Hopefully
Of
that
course.
shows back up and you find it and can retrieve it.
I don't want it.
I could use it.
What do they
No.
do?
you may
Like,
have
what do
it,
these
Laura.
things do?
Well, we would have to assess that once we had them in our possession.
So you don't even
What?
know. You're just going off of a bunch of guesses.
Tasha leans up and she says, if you give a witch a piece of someone's body, they can figure out what to do with it.
I probably have some of his dust on me somewhere if you want the dust.
This is probably a fair point.
My point being, if we can turn anything against Vecna, we should be trying to do that. If you come across any powerful entities that you think might be an ally in the war against Vecna, recruit them. We cannot stand on ceremony and say, oh, that person is not a nice person.
Why
This
are
is
you,
a war against the Whispered One.
Why are you scolding us? We have done so many things.
I'm just trying to implore you that this fight is massive before the end.
We, going forward, will pursue this path. We will attempt to gather our strength and our forces. However, we simply did not know. We did not know that Cass was this betrayer of absolute knowledge and skill. All we know is that their name was Cass and they were trying to kill us. So forgive us for this lapse in our judgment. We will attempt to not make it again. However, for us to keep this machine well oiled, tell us if there is anything else to look out for. We will keep our mind to powerful individuals, that is easy enough. But if there are any objects of great importance, or powerful spells, let us know now, so that we may not stumble in the future. If you have knowledge of these things, it is best that we do as well.
We have already disclosed about the rod and the pieces. There is the hand and eye. There is potentially this sword, although that will take some studying. I assume you intend to do that?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We have a lot of things that need to happen before we go to our next place, but yes, it was on my list.
Good. There is also a book.
What
Oh,
you say?
a book.
Quinn gets bigger all of a sudden.
In the pants.
There is a book believed to be written by the Whispered One himself.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't want to read that one. It's probably not poetry.
I mean, I still kind of want to read it, but that's a bad thing.
Books aren't inherently bad.
I mean, Quinn, I'm right there with you, buddy. It's
Yeah.
just, it's not the book that's bad, it's what's probably been done with it and what it's done.
Asha says, it is known as the Book of Vile Darkness.
Oh,
That
Oh.
just sounds bad. Yes.
Is
An
that the
appropriate
one?
title.
Is that the
Medium
one
darkness?
whose cover is made from the foreskin of an Etten?
I
I
would
have
not
so many
know
questions
if that's
right now.
True.
That was so incredibly specific, Cal. I'm concerned.
I'm just asking.
So am
many
I.
believe that the Whispered One is the author of the book, that he recorded in its pages every horrid idea, every corrupt thought, every example of foul magic that he has come across or devised himself.
Oh, so more like a diary.
The book wields power for those who read it or choose to, if they can handle its inherent, palpable evil.
Okay, but what if we went the opposite? Is there a book of jubilant goodness?
That's a good question.
Balance it out.
Tasha says, you've traveled the multiverse now. Do you believe that exists?
No.
Can this
wouldn't
book
write it
be
out.
There's your answer.
Can this book be destroyed? Could we burn it if we come across this? Could we drive a stake through its heart?
Books don't have hearts.
Don't know how it could be destroyed, but I imagine it could be. I'm sure there are ways, or possibly sometimes Silverhand interrupts and says sometimes items can be temporarily destroyed, but they are so powerful, so woven into the fabric of the multiverse that they return.
Because
It
I
is
was hoping to step on
believed
the
that
eye, so that
this
probably
is
would
one of
work.
those things. All of these may be one of those things. Hell, you may have one of those things in a bag of holding somewhere here or nearby.
I believe Kalen is one of these things, as all of us are.
What?
That is an interesting theory.
Well, we have been destroyed and returned repeatedly.
Yeah,
Why do
I
you give him
guess.
new things to freak out about?
Oh, this is celebration,
We
not
are
disturbance.
inherently connected to each part of the rod.
So a book, an eye, a hand,
A sword.
The sword.
sword. What about the left nut of Vecna?
No,
Does
that
it
is
hold
the
power?
foreskin of an Etten. It's on the book.
I have never heard of that, but
Should
I
just
imagine
convince
if
him
you confront the Whispered One and you use the Sword of Cast and you castrate him, perhaps it becomes an artifact called the Left Nut of Vecna.
I do suppose the sword is 2 for 2 on creating artifacts out of severed pieces, is it not?
The withered
I don't want
one.
to know what that wand casts.
You know what?
Ew.
I'd add it to the bandolier.
Oh.
Vecna's floppy, flaccid penis.
Mhm. Could you imagine a dick one that casts disintegrate?
Baby, I don't
Vecna's
gotta
rod
imagine.
of mild power.
Or a wiener wand of impregnation?
Oh Lord.
Well,
This has been a long conversation, and there's a lot to think about for all of us.
This is
I would, and this is Silverhand talking, and she says, I would like to take a moment and just reconfirm that we are all allied in our intent to defeat the Whispered One. And she doesn't look at any of you. She looks at her two compatriots, and then she looks at you all. And they both agree. And as strained as today has been, I do want to say that we are appreciative of your efforts. And it's not lost on me that you are worried about us chastising or berating or whatever, but tensions are building. Tensions are high. You started this evening with a big argument of your own, and I don't want to lose sight of that. Yes, we were listening up the stairs. We apologize. Obviously, we wanted to make sure everybody was okay, but didn't want to interrupt. Rude as that was.
Thank you for caring. It is nice to feel.
And know that we do. Tasha begrudgingly kind of shrugs and says, nods her head yes. Mordenkainen says, I just need a bath.
I could
And a
get
shave.
behind a bath.
Shower and a shave.
You're rocking it long.
You have a
Regularly.
prestidigitation that can take care of that. I put out my arm for him to take. Would you like to meditate, my friend? To Morty.
I think I would. Actually.
Let us. Are there any others who would like to join the meditation? Because
Nope.
many things can be revealed that way.
I would.
Lorelai's already run through to her portal home.
I need a bath first.
Everybody disappears.
Oh, I was just planning on studying in the same room.
As the
No,
bathing?
nobody-
I got
that's
some
the
meditation.
meditation.
I got some things I want to research about, and
Yes.
I'm gonna go take care of that.
About that, on that note, there is an item of, I'd say, some significant import that we could do a little research on. What's the situation with that? With caution, should it be taken with Quinn and I, plus possibly a soul, to do our research, or
20 intelligence. Useless.
A soul says, I also have one to go talk to.
well,
If
I
anybody
really-
needs me to go shopping, just give me your money.
You hear, Vora, I would
I'll
like
go
to
with you.
go. I just need a bath. I'm bloody.
I just won't do any of the research, so I figured I'd make myself useful.
I'd like to go shopping.
Never mind, y'all go. I'll stay.
Nope, you're already gone. You ran
No,
through
you
your
could-
portal.
Everybody can get rest, get cleaned up, and then have time to go do all of these things. And you get a long rest. However, during that night, you can't help but replay all that you have been through. You see the strange Nilbog fortune teller. You see the Modron roam. As the Modron flaps its wing and begins to try to fly, it shapeshifts into Renee the Time Dragon. You all see, some of you for the first time, and you know what you're seeing is a vision from from Vora's memory of Lolth, the Spider Queen. And you see through Aesol's eyes the Lady of Pain. You all see the moment that the automaton with the strange eye got away. And you see as he disappears, smoke fills your vision and coalesces into the shape of Stradvan Zarovich. Who shifts and morphs into Cass, the Betrayer. As you hear a witch's cackle and the vision of Baba Yaga overtakes the imagery in front of you. And you see her form melts down into just an eyeball, which shifts to a hand. The hand lifts up and turns a cover of a book closed. Stabbing through the book is the sword you recently retrieved, which shifts its shape into a magical rod. And you hear a deep, slow laugh as you see coming out from complete darkness the Whispered One himself. And you all wake up sweating, as if you have just ran an entire marathon. Your heart is racing, and you can only feel fear. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Damn.
That was a
All
bad
right.
dream.
It was a bad dream. But I
Oh
thought,
shit! I know who we're gonna have to face in Kryn.
I don't, because I know nothing about Old D&D.
I've been thinking about it since we found out it was Quinn, and then it just hit me. I'm gonna put money. I will bet Scott $10. It's gonna be Lord Soth.
Who dat?
That'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll pick up from that morning after this dream next time, because there are things that both Quinn and a soul wanted to do, and I want them to have some time to do it, as well as the shopping you guys talked about, and meditation and research and those kind of things. So I want to make sure that we have time to do those, but give the opportunity for both Quinn and a soul to partake, because they both had some very specific things they wanted to do before heading off next, and I didn't want to just hand wave that. So we will end here, and we will pick up again next week. We are Dicey Decisions. This is our Twist of Fate campaign. Thanks for watching. Please join our Discord, become part of our community, and check out our Monday night stream. Jack's running Zeros to Heroes.
Yeah,
We've
come
got
check us.
several one-shots coming up. We have a Daggerheart one-shot and 2 possible holiday-themed Fiasco one-shots. So super excited for that. Come check us out on our Discord and play along with us. Good night, everybody. Oh, next time you see Brandy and I, we'll be married. Good night.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Scott.